I say write the book, but don't attach to it. Do, speaking engagements, you know, coach people one-on-one or in groups, or, do online courses, offline courses, get on different social media, post in different places. And then just don't say, okay, I got to be a TikTok millionaire. No, just do a lot of different things and see which way gets some traction, get some momentum, and then push a little bit more there.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a game I play for fun, but I already.
Hi, my name is Amie. Like, comment, and subscribe to Lux Media Studios. They are awesome.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Loving Your Life the Authentically You with me, Amie. I am so excited to have you here. And if you like the music from the beginning of the episode, that is my daughter, True Istina. Go check her out at true_ISTINA.musicofficial, as well as just True Istina. She's got some new music videos that are coming out soon, as well as some new music. So please go show her some love. She is amazing, and I'm really, really proud of her. Also, if you guys are in need of some happiness coaching, I'm your girl. Go check me out at thetruehappiness.com. Sometimes we need a little bit of encouragement or to show, that it's really an internal thing that we need happiness inside. It doesn't have to be from the external. I think too many people think about externally being happy, and that's when things really go awry. So internal happiness is the key. So I would love to help you out with that. But without further ado, I like to get right to my guest because I'm so excited to have this gentleman on. This is Joel Salomon. He's a prosperity coach who helps others overcome obstacles standing in their way of financial freedom. In 2021, he published the personal money management bestseller, Infinite Love and Money, with Molly Singh. He published 9 money rules of millionaires use, only the unconventional ones, which was the bestseller in both self-help and personal finance. In 2018, he published the Mindful Money Management Memoirs of a Hedge Fund Manager, which also was a bestseller. He was awarded winning the TEDx speaker and frequent podcast guest. He's led over 20 workshops teaching the concepts of how to overcome limiting beliefs, which we all have. And he's also been in conferences. He appeared on TV with CEO Money and Between the Covers. He's also been a guest on more than 100 podcasts, including the Talk Radio NYC, Westchester Talk Radio, Voice America, Redesigning Your Life with Sabrina Soto, Going Solo, Smashing the Plateau, The Matter of the Heart, Every Day is a New Day Show, Thrive Loud, and many, many more. He achieved a decade-long dream of launching his own hedge fund. So that is awesome. He has also created a nonprofit organization to teach financial literacy to kids under 18 in the U.S. called Salomon Charitable Giving, Inc. So we have him here and also achieving financial dreams, which I think is the number one key and the limiting beliefs. So welcome, Joel. I'm so happy to have you here.
Thank you, Amie, so much for having me. It's truly an honor and a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So tell me exactly what you do. I know I said a lot, but what is it that you specifically do and you want our viewers to know?
So I teach people how to change their money mindset from, I can't afford that. Money doesn't grow on trees. That's too expensive. At least that's how I grew up, with those kinds of thoughts from my parents, to thoughts of abundance and prosperity. I also teach my clients 9 specific money manifestation techniques, as well as you mentioned, I'm a former hedge fund manager. So I teach investing in stocks, teach investing in real estate, or how to reinvest in your business if that's your true dream, for that to help you become financially free. So what I do basically is I teach my clients how they can become financially free so they don't have to work hard if they don't want to.
Interesting. So is it basically by investing that this happens, or also just the mindset? Because you're talking about mindset as well as tangible.
Great question, Amie. So I teach mindset and process, because I believe you could have the best mindset, but if you don't have a process or strategy, it's going to fail. You have to take action. And if you have the best strategy and process and taking action, but you have the mindset, that's vibrating at a very low frequency, you're not going to be successful either. So you need to have both.
Exactly. And so how would you change, if you can give me like a quick little thing, if you're able to, like a mindset of, money doesn't grow on trees, or I can't be rich, or there's just not enough money, or it's always going to fail me, those kinds of things. Cause I think that's what we
Yes.
go through.
Absolutely. So I do one-on-one coaching. So I say everyone's an individual.
Okay.
I also have a Money Miracles membership. So I teach groups as well. And for individual coaching, what we do is we look at where the individual is on their journey, because everyone's on a different place in their journey. And I create individualized affirmations for my one-on-one coaching clients so that they can say these things that they believe in. Because a lot of people teach affirmations, but I say they're not teaching them the right way, because if you don't believe what you're saying, this is happening. And you can say, it's a good thing I'm rich. It's a good thing I'm rich. It's a good thing I'm rich. And, maybe in a few years, you might believe that. But I'd like you to become rich quicker. So if you don't believe it, you can say, I allow myself to become rich, or I'm on my way to becoming rich, or I believe that rich is good. And so individualizing the affirmations is important, putting your name in it and also saying it out loud with emotion rather than, it's a good thing I'm rich. You could say, it's a good thing I'm rich, or it's a good thing I, Joel Solomon, am rich.
Yes.
So there's different ways to say affirmations. So I teach affirmations individualized. I teach visualization, which is one of the most powerful techniques to create the life of your dreams. Now, again, a lot of people teach visualization, but there's a proper way to do it. And I teach the 6 steps to doing it, plus the bonus step. And most people say, okay, just close your eyes and think about what you want, do it for a few minutes, and you'll be golden. It's not true.
Okay. So you're really getting to the subconscious mind. Is that what you would say?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So, what I teach my clients to generate prosperity and financial freedom is pretend. And it
Mm.
may sound weird, but if the physical reality is not serving you, spend more time daydreaming, spend more time pretending about what you want to happen, and then watch that dream become a reality.
Yes. I really believe in that, because when I won The Price is Right, that's where I was. I was literally listening to a lot of things subconsciously. I was changing my mindset. I'm like, I have a car, and I knew it, and I didn't know how. I didn't know anything, but I knew I was going to get it. I knew I was going to be okay. Even if I had a penny to my name, I just knew it. I wasn't looking at this 3D reality of where I was, and that's where I'm going to stay. And,
Absolutely critical point. And so, what we teach in visualization is feeling first, manifestation second. Right. So if you could feel that you're on the Price is Right and you're so excited, you see yourself smiling and happy and in that vibration, that frequency consistent with that reality, then it's going to come quicker. So I quote from Wayne Dyer's book, Wishes Fulfilled. Make your future dream a present reality by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So make your future dream a present reality by assuming the feeling of the wish fulfilled. So if you could feel the wish already being fulfilled, it's going to come quick.
Gonna come quick. That's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's what it seemed like. And I even had a dream about it. I know that's crazy, but I literally dreamt I was on The Price is Right, spinning that wheel. And when I woke up, I was like, Price is Right. And then things just started coming in, the email, and I was there, and then I made it. It was like, so I honestly believe that. But I was in that moment of that vibration, because I called myself in that love bubble where everything was vibrating at that level. And it was not, I was in a different reality. It was really interesting. It was,
Absolutely. So, a couple of things also that you talked about, which I think is important that people who are watching and listening need to hear more clearly, which is you knew it. So, I teach my clients what's to understand your belief level from 1 to 10. So, before you visualize, and I'm a numbers guy. So before you visualize, write down from 1 to 10 what your belief level is in that dream or desire. Where 10 is like a knowing, like you just said, absolute faith, a knowing that it's going to happen. and one is massive doubt. There's no way it's going to happen. And I tell one technique for creating your dreams is to write down for 10 minutes, write down all your dreams and desires. Write them all down. Spend 10 minutes. And then write down your level of belief from 1 to 10. 10 is a knowing absolute faith, 1 is massive doubt, 1 to 10. And then this may sound harsh, but I tell my clients, cross off the ones that are that are not at least a 7, 8, 9, or 10. They're not happening. They're not happening in the near future. Because if you don't believe it, if you have massive doubt, it's not happening. So focus on the 7, 8, 9, and 10s. Now, the second thing that's really important in your dreams, the desires, is your actually desire level. Do you have a burning desire? Do you really, really, really want it? Or is it like, well, yeah, I'd love that blue convertible Maserati Gran Turismo, but it's not like I have to have it. So write down your desire level. And again, if the desire level is not 7, 8, 9, or 10, cross those off because those are not happening in the near future. And then focus on just those dreams and desires that have both 7, 8, 9, or 10 for beliefs, 7, 8, 9, or 10 for desire.
Believing Before Seeing, a new bestseller by Candace Barr. Order your copy today.
Okay. Now, what would you say to people that they do this, right? And they're like, oh, I'm desiring it. I'm feeling it. I'm desiring it. And they do it so much that they're not surrendering to the process.
Yeah. So what we also teach is attachment versus flow. And if you're like this, like you're white knuckling, I gotta have it, I gotta have it, I gotta have it. That kind of energy is detrimental to creation. And when you're in the flow, that's a higher vibration. So you also talked about how, and what I teach to my prosperity coaching clients is don't get bogged down in the cursed hows. We don't know exactly how things are going to create. But if you have the end point in mind and not attaching, then watch that dream or desire come into fruition. But when you're saying, okay, well, I'm going to become a millionaire because I'm going to write a bestseller and I'm going to get on Oprah, and Oprah's she's going to say, she's going to give me a testimonial for my book, and that's the way I'm going to become a millionaire. No.
Yeah.
Like that's getting bogged down in the cursed house and attaching to one specific way. The universe could have a million other ways for you to become a millionaire. But you're like you're creating one narrow path when there's an infinite number of paths to abundance and prosperity. And the universe knows the quickest and fastest way to get there.
Yeah.
We're not that smart. So allow and just go in a lot of different directions and don't get bogged down in the cursed house of, okay, it's got to be this way. I say write the book, but don't attach to it. Do, speaking engagements, coach people one-on-one or in groups, or do online courses, offline courses, get on different social media, post in different places. And then just don't say, okay, I got to be a TikTok millionaire. No, just do a lot of different things and see which way gets some traction, get some momentum, and then push a little bit more there.
Okay. Yeah, I love that because I think that is the thing that, we tend to do, especially if you're really wanting it and you desire it. You're just like constantly thinking about it. And then it's like, I've got to push. It's like, no, you just allow it to happen and just surrender to the process, which is not an easy thing for us humans to do because we want control.
Yeah, it's funny how we appear to be in control, and yet we're kind of like the flea on the tail of the elephant. We're spinning on this globe, this blue globe in the middle of this massive universe that's trillions and trillions of miles. And we're actually, the earth is like 1/1,000,000th of the sun, and we think we're in control.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Very true. Well, I want to quickly touch on how did you put financial freedom to mindset? Like, what was that switch? Because normally when it's financial freedom, people just talk about, the tangible things. What was that made you want to talk about that or switch that or realize that, I guess I should say?
I think I've been on this journey my whole life. And I just, when I'll, so the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is I was a hedge fund manager and I was managing many millions of dollars. At Citi, I was managing over 700 million. And I had my own hedge fund. And while I had my own hedge fund, I went to a personal development course, and there was a guy there who spoke for 1 hour. It was a 3-day course, and he spoke for 1 hour about stock options as being the only way to get rich. And he said, you don't need much time, you don't need much money. This is how the rich people get rich. Options are essentially risk free. And I was sick to my stomach. It was day 2 of the conference. And I had people tapping me on the shoulder, whispering me, Joel, does this make sense? Are options really risk free? And so after he was done, I was polite. After he was done, we went out of the auditorium. I told him, please don't do this. He has no idea about any of you individually. Most importantly, no idea about your belief that you could become rich using options. So I think that was the day in December 2015 when I realized that having the proper mindset and belief is so critical to becoming financially free. And I went home that night. I couldn't sleep because the guy was in my head. And I realized if I could ever get up the courage to speak on a stage, because my biggest fear in life that day was public speaking, I could actually be authentic, tell people the truth about money, be of service, and not lie to them. So I went into my office that next morning in Midtown, 54th and 6th, and I sent an email to my investors telling them I'm giving them their money back. I'm shutting down my fund. I figured out my true purpose in life. And so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. And that's why I realized that having the right belief is so critical, because it could be options, but probably only 5 out of the 200 people in that room are going to get rich using options. But it could be real estate or stocks, your business. It could be like 100 other things that could make you rich, maybe 1,000. But most important is your belief in those different things. Because if you walked into that conference on Thursday night and were thinking about other things and didn't believe that stock options were the way to get rich, that guy might have convinced you and got your belief level up temporarily, but it's going to come right back down. So what I say is, if like I've had people come to me and said, teach me stock options, I believe that's the way to get rich. And I'm like, great, I'll teach you that. And other people have told me I want to learn stocks and I'll teach them that. Or other people have said, my business, I believe in what I'm doing. I'm a happiness coach and I believe this is the way to create abundance for me. Then I'll get their business to, 30, 50, 100,000 a month. But that is the important part of it, is you have to believe in what you're coming to me with, rather than me trying to convince you like stock options is the way to go. No, that's not the way to go about it.
Wow. Okay. Well, I really like the fact that you intertwine those two. I think that is so unique because, again, it's always just about the tangible and not about the mindset. And I think the mindset is so important in anything we do, in
Yeah,
any career path we do. We're not going to do it to our full potential. We're not going to have that passion. We're not going to have it's just not going to work unless we truly believe in it. And so,
absolutely. And I had a client who came to me 3 years ago, and he's like, Joel, I believe in stocks, and I want to learn from you everything you know. I know nothing, but I believe in it. I see people making a lot of money. The problem he had, besides the fact that he didn't know about stocks, was he was living in a mindset of fear and scarcity and lack. He literally had not taken a vacation in 20 years. He was wearing the same shoes for 3 straight years. And so the first thing I did was work on the mindset, because again, if you don't have the proper mindset, no matter what I teach him about stocks, he could be buying when he should be selling and selling when he should be buying because of fear and worry, right? And so we got him to shift his mindset from worry and fear to expectation and fun. He believed that he could make money in stocks before he started. And he was like, okay, I'm expecting it. And then a couple of years later, he became financially free. He generated almost $3 million in the stock market.
wow. So the expectation that it's just going to happen without that
Yeah,
knowledge.
right.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. Oh my gosh. Well, we're out of time. I cannot believe it. It went so fast. But I'm so happy to have you on. If you want to shout out any of your social media things or anything, please feel free to do that.
Yeah, so I give everybody 30 minutes free prosperity coaching. Anybody in the world who's listening, watching, feel free to jump over to solomon.com. My company name is named after my daughters, Lauren and Morgan. LAUR for Lauren, MOR for Morgan. So it's solormore.com. Go there, go to the homepage, click on the link to book your 30 minutes free. You can follow me on all the social media. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Hundreds of videos, actually over 700 videos on YouTube alone.
Wow. Okay. Perfect. Perfect. Yes, please go do that. I think you guys will get some great insights because, again, this is a different way of looking at financial freedom, which we all need in order to unblock so that we can become financially free. So I love that. I want to have you on again. I really love everything you're saying, and I think you are fantastic. Thank you for joining me. I've seen you on Instagram and all of that, so I'm so happy that you were able to join me today.
Thank you so much, Amie. I really appreciate you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, I hope everyone here has a beautiful, fantastic day, evening, whatever time it is in the world. And I will see you again next week on Loving Your Life, the Authentically You. Bye.
Don't need you. Tell me what I can and can't do. I'm in charge of what I feel. It's just a